So basically, we've gotten to a point where yet another Call of Duty game is on the horizon. So every single November, we've got either a Call of Duty or we've got a Call of Duty Black Ops being released in order to take more money out of the pockets of ADHD children. So far from what I've seen of this beta, basically it hasn't really changed. I mean, I bought Advanced Warfare despite the fact I'd fallen out of love with Call of Duty pretty much after Modern Warfare 3. I did go and buy Black Ops 2. Unfortunately, I really didn't like it that much, and I didn't even feel like finishing it. It was really the real-time strategy portion of that game that annoyed me so much that I just didn't want to continue playing it. And I basically just gave up on it, and I just let it sit and rot on my shelf. Now, Advanced Warfare kinda excited me, so I went out and bought that. The single-player experience of Advanced Warfare was actually pretty good, and it had a lot of moments that satisfied me thoroughly. The multiplayer was decent enough, but the thing about it was just not what I really wanted more. But the problem is they haven't really changed Call of Duty's they haven't changed the layout of the game. They've improved the graphics some, but it seems to me that they're using like the exact same game engine. It feels to me like they're using the exact same it's like the textures have gotten better. The weapons are basically the same shit. It's basically you just point at somebody and you blow them away. And if it's not pointing and shooting with hit scan weaponry, basically you're using, drones, and you're using grenades and weapons that automatically get the other person, or if it's not that, you're setting traps for the other person. There's no skill in this game. One of my favorite games is Battlefield 4, and I bought that game the day that I got my Xbox One. And I've been playing that game ever since I got Xbox One, and that was day one edition, my Xbox One. And Battlefield 4 always, even with its expansion packs, it's always offered a variety of gameplay. It's not just running around shooting people in the backs or trying to get easy headshots on people by putting stickers on your television so you know where the bullets are going to go. Battlefield 4 actually requires more thinking, and it requires more skill as a gamer. Call of Duty 4 is just a very fast-paced series of games, and now that you've got the Black Ops series, the Black Ops, in my opinion, has played a little bit slower than the Call of Duty 4 and the Advanced Warfare series. But my problem is there's no thinking that goes into it. You're just running around shooting people in the back, and you're hoping to get that first hit on somebody, because usually that first hit is usually going to kill them. Because I always play in hardcore mode. One of the reasons why I also got annoyed with these games is that hardcore mode isn't the default mode of the game. See, what they've done is, because most of these kids today are retarded and they have ADHD and they get angry and throw tantrums and they throw their controller at the wall when they get beat, most of them can't handle the hardcore mode, so they just stick in the regular game mode. Now, some stupid people will say, oh yeah, well, hardcore is not fun. No. Hardcore forces you to actually think more. When you're playing the regular game and you can just run up at people and spray them with bullets and they can still somehow manage to knife you and get a one-hit kill, well, I don't consider that very skillful at all. When you're playing Battlefield 4 and you have to actually figure out the distance to a target in order to snipe them and actually make sure that the bullet's going to hit them, instead of just lining up the crosshairs and just hitting them for whatever distance, it takes a lot more skill to play Battlefield 4. Now, fortunately, Battlefield 4's presentation was so good that it sucked in a lot of Call of Duty players, and it pulled a lot of people over because the presentation was excellent, the ability to fly jets and helicopters and to do other things except just running around shooting people in the back. Well, Battlefield 4 sucked in a lot of people. One thing I've noticed is there's a lot more girls nowadays playing these Call of Duty games than I ever saw in the history of gaming. First-person shooters are usually known for getting these dumbass boys to play them, but girls I'm seeing more and more playing them, and it's funny because when the girls play them, they really play a lot like these teenage boys, and they just run around in circles shooting people in the back. And there's no consequence to getting killed in these games. That's my problem. Counter-Strike was probably my favorite first-person shooter of all time. If you get killed in Counter-Strike, you're sitting out for the rest of that match. You don't just simply push X to respawn. You don't just simply push triangle to respawn. If you get killed, you're dead. And that's the way it's supposed to work. Now, you can say that that's no fun, but what that does is it puts more pressure on you to play better. But once again, ADHD has made it so that these dumbass kids can't handle it. Nothing about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has changed. It's the same as Black Ops 2. The weapons look slightly different. The guy kneels instead of stands, and he looks around, and there's nothing there. This guy right here, all he's doing is just looking around. It's the same shit over and over and over and over. And these kids are just dumb enough to take their take their parents' $60, go to Best Buy or go to GameStop. And what kills me is that these video game stores know that there's a possibility that your dumbass might not buy it. So what do? They offer all types of extra shit. They got a fucking refrigerator for Call of Duty. They got like a beer fridge or something. No, actually, I'm sorry. That's for Fallout. See, it's sad because every single one of these games now has a gimmick. I bought Fallout 3 just to buy Fallout 3 because I had heard many reviews that said it was a good game. Now, they got to give you a gimmick with everything. It was night vision goggles at one point. Then they're giving you a drone at one point. It's just so ridiculous. And they got to give you toys for $150 to get you to buy. Oh, I'm sorry, not to buy it, to pre-order it. So you're pre-ordering these games. You have no idea if these things are going to work. And when you finally get them, hopefully they work. But if they don't work, well, that's just tough shit, kid. There's no way to even know how well the multiplayer service for these games are even going to work when they come out. Not until you actually get into the game. So, like, Grand Theft Auto 5 really pissed me off. Grand Theft Auto 5, it took a month for their service to start working. And even then, it took another 2 months to get the bugs out. So I had to wait 3 months to play this stupid game. But you know what? Everybody's satisfied listening to the bullshit. You know, the old played out music. They're satisfied playing the same game over and over and over again. And me personally, I've almost had it. It's like they're killing PC gaming for me. The open world games are getting a lot better, like Far Cry 4, Fallout 4 is coming. They're getting a lot better. But me personally, the Call of Duty series always has me on the edge of never wanting to buy another one of the games ever again. And the sad thing about it is you don't find out about the game until long after it's released, because they're scared that if the reviewers actually told the truth about the games, they're scared that you wouldn't buy it. So I'm just burned out with these things. I really am. It's like it's the same shit, different look. It's the same damn thing. Advanced Warfare is pretty decent, but once you realize all the weapons basically work the exact same way, the laser guns do the exact same job that the bullets do, it's just like, you know, how can I? Well, no, I understand how people could play it. I mean, ADHD is real. ADHD is the reason why Michael Bay stays in business. All he has to do is have people talk and then blow some shit up, and then everybody runs in a direction, and then they stop, then they talk again, then they blow something else up, and then everybody runs in that direction, and it's all good. And this guy makes $250 million within a couple of months. And that's just what it is. So ADHD is destroying this country, and the gaming, the movies, it's all symptomatic of ADHD destroying this country. And this is what you're left with. You're left with this guy just sitting there and just looking around and everything, and that's it. That's what you're left with. You're left with the same old weapons, the same old paint jobs. Instead of putting duct tape on one side of the AK, we'll put it on the other. Oh, we got the rifle. Instead of making it so that you can't add something, we'll make it so you can add something else. It's just, I just don't understand how Call of Duty makers get away with this every single year. You would have thought that by now they would have started losing money. What do? Nope. Pre-order. Uh-oh, you want to pre-order? Pre-order Black Ops 3. You can have this game and you can get the a toy with it if you pre-order now. Pre-order now. Get your parents' credit card. Pre-order now. I would have thought, but it just doesn't change. ADHD is destroying America. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the guns. Nothing that you haven't seen before. Same effect, different look. So we're about to go into a match right now. And as you can see, it's basically the same old, same old. You can only attach a certain number of attachments, which is fine because I can understand that. They have certain, gung-ho show enemies with the engineer. You can see the score streaks. You can see grenades and everything through walls. You know where people have planted mines. You can put trip mines down just like you can always put claymores down and everything. So basically, the design of the game really hasn't changed. The graphical presentation has changed just a little bit. But, it's the same old, same old. The music isn't really that memorable. It's just Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was, in my opinion, better. I really liked Advanced Warfare, but all of these games really look alike, So this map is Hunted. This is Hunted right here. And listen, if you've got Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, you've basically already played this game. You've already played it. You shoot people, body parts don't fly off or anything like Soldier of Fortune. You just kill them. You take a bullet in the face and you're still alive. Not like playing Battlefield 4. Not like playing Battlefield 4. I only play on hardcore. I refuse to play on anything else. When I play Call of Duty, I play on hardcore. The way I see it is 1 or 2 shots is supposed to take you out. It's not supposed to be this bullshit where if you lay under a tree or something that, and then you are all better. That's bullshit. It's stupid. It's just so stupid.